Hello and welcome. My name is Andrew Grant. In this video we're going to look at upgrading the default GCC and G++ compilers in Ubuntu 16.04. They're currently set at version 5.4.0 as we can see here. G++ is the same. Now this is fine, and it's a good compiler, but to compile anything up to C++ standards 11 or 14, you have to pass the flag. And maybe you don't want to do that. Maybe you just want to compile against C++ 14. So we're going to upgrade to version 6.2.0. Now I've got a little program here that will demonstrate what I mean. So here we go, here's the little program. Now this string compiles against everything. This piece of code. It just initializes a string. That's all it does. And that compiles against every standard. This only compiles against C++ 11 and above. And then this I'll show you later, only compiles against the C++ 14 standards, and then we've just got an out statement. So let me show you the current as it's set. And we'll get an error, and here we go. We've got an error and a warning. Extended initializer lists only available with C++ 11 or the new ++11, and it tells us the string only compiles against C++ 11 and above. And then an error in C++ 98, name must be initialized by a constructor, not by the initializers using the curly braces. Now if we do it against the standard of C++ 11, it'll compile, and then we can run it and everything's fine. Let's just remove hello. So what we want to do is upgrade to C++ 14 as standard, the default. So the first thing that we do is we add the repository. So we're going to do sudo, let me clear the screen actually, make it easier to see. Sudo add at repository ppa colon ubuntu dash toolchain dash r slash test. Put the password in, and there we go. Right, we've added it, and then we can just do a sudo apt update, update everything marvelously. It only takes a second. There we go. There we go. And then we just do sudo apt get. Let's make this right. Install GCC-6 and G++-6, the number 6, and press enter. Now they're already installed on this system, so there we go. Let's clear the screen again, come down a bit. Now to make them the default, we have to do sudo update alternatives, update dash alternatives dash dash install, and then where they are, so it's the Unix system resources in the binaries GCC, and it's the GCC, and we're now pointing them to the Unix system resources binary GCC-6. We'll give it a priority of 20, and then dash dash slave. This ensures that when GCC updates any links and that sort of thing, G++ follows suit and stays in sync with GCC. So it's important to put the -- slave in there. And we just do the Unix system resources binary G++ G++ system resources binary G++-6. So what you're writing is sudo update alternatives -- usr/bin /gcc space gcc space /usr/bin /gcc-6 space 20 0 space -- slave, the word, space /usr/bin /g++ /usr/bin /g++-6 and press enter. And as you can see, update alternatives using usr bin gcc-6 to provide usr bin gcc in auto mode. Now you can double check this just by doing a version check, gcc space -- version, and as you can see we're at 6.20 now, and we can do the same with G++, and that'll be on the same version as we can see there. Okay, so if we run our little program now, it'll just compile, no problem. Now then, we did have a little bit of code in there that will only compile against C++14. So let me show you this compiling against C++11 first. Okay, so we'll do this against C++11 and it'll fail to compile. There we go, it's just here, it's this auto. In C++ standard 11 this needs to be a data type, defined data type, so it needs to be an int, double, long, whatever, but it needs to be a data type. But if we just compile, because we've upgraded the compiler, don't forget, we just dash it out, it compiles. There we go, it's compiled. So we now know that everything that we write and throw at the compiler will be done against C++ standard 14. That's all there is for today. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next video.